There's so much to know, so many people to meet, so much adventure awaits. What are you waiting for? Hey y'all, I'm Jaimee Dorris, MS Congeniality. Join me each week as we make connections, face fears, and share love, all while being totally fabulous. There's no topic off limits, no story too bold. Together, we'll try it all. Prepare to be surprised with me, Jaimee Dorris. I am MS Congeniality. Hey y'all, and welcome to MS Congeniality. I'm your host, Jaimee Dorris, and today, guess what we're doing? We're learning how to sail. Now, I know it takes longer than just one afternoon out on the beautiful Gulf of Mexico to really master the art of maneuvering a sailboat. But you gotta start somewhere, right? So we're gonna do that today. I've always been curious what all of these sails and levers and ropes do. So today on the old Biloxi Schooner with Captain Pete, he's gonna teach us. Oh my God, this is hard! This episode is part of the 2020 Embrace the Gulf campaign. It's a regional push to promote community, tourism, economy, education, and of course the environment here on the Gulf of Mexico. And I don't know about you, but I am ready to set sail. But first, a word from our sponsors.
The Gulf of Mexico is more than just a body of water, it's our livelihood, and 2020 is the year to embrace it. The Embrace the Gulf 2020 campaign is all about promoting community, tourism, economy, education, and environment of our beautiful Gulf and the states that border it. Find out what you can do today to embrace the Gulf your way. Visit embracethegulf.org.
Hey y'all, and welcome back. We are on, is this called the Biloxi Schooner?
This is the Biloxi Schooner Glen L. Swebin.
Glen L. Swebin?
Swetman.
Swetman. And we are with Captain Pete here. He is going to teach us how to sail today. Say hello, Captain Pete.
Hello, Captain Pete.
Oh. Captain Pete, do you have a last name?
I am Pete Hansen.
Pete Hansen, all right. So you can tell he's already super busy. We're out here in the beautiful Gulf of Mexico in Biloxi, Mississippi. And what's the first thing I need to know when it comes to sailing this thing?
I'm going to tell you what, if you're here to learn to sail, the first thing would probably be to get the sails up.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Get to it. Let's go.
What do I do?
Let's get the sails up.
Okay, okay. All right, what do I do? What do I do?
You just pull.
I just pull? Yeah, you just pull. I'm gonna break a nail. Oh my God, this is hard. Oh my God, oh my. Oh, Joseph, I'm gonna give you the heavy lifting. You gotta have some arms.
It'll wear you out. That's why. Watch this. You go with your whole body.
Whole body.
Yeah.
Whole body.
On top of you.
We're getting there, Captain Pete! Oh my God, in heaven, Clayton. Help me.
I got it.
Okay. Whew. Oh my. That's a lot of work. Brittany, how in the world do you do this?
A lot of practice.
Okay. Is that the hardest part?
Yeah.
Okay.
That first one is definitely the hardest. It gets easier as you go.
It gets easier. Let's go talk to Captain Pete over here. Dude, I know nothing about sails other than it takes a lot of energy to get it up.
Well, it may look complicated, but realistically, it's quite simple. I'm sure back in maybe middle school, elementary school, you kind of learned how an airplane worked, right? So
maybe.
an aircraft and a sailboat are actually very similar.
Okay.
When an airplane flies, it's creating lift over its wings. That's all it's doing.
Yes.
To get up and down and do its whole thing. Now, a sailboat is basically an aircraft turned on its side and dropped into the water. One wing would be our masts here and the sails. That'd be one wing, because when the wind hits it, it curves around and we're creating lift. The other would be our keel and rudder, which is under the boat. So they stick out like this. So this is the base of the boat. They stick out kind of like that. And I'm creating drag on my rudder and on my keel as well. And I'm an airplane flying sideways through the water.
Wow.
Does that simplify it or make it worse?
I don't know. I'm really trying to get this. So, okay, so the wind is blowing on this thing and it's making us go that direction?
Certainly. You got it.
Now, do we need to move this thing around to catch the wind?
Absolutely. So when you're a young sailor, they teach you the basics. If the wind, let's say we have a dead north wind.
Okay.
And I want to go north. I cannot go north, unlike an airplane, because they have jet engines. If I want to go dead north, I can't create lift because my canvas sails aren't strong enough, and it just won't make sense because I'm getting it on either side. So each boat has a certain angle that they have to go off the wind to be able to pick speed up. So right now I have a dead north wind, but we're going dead west because I'm going to drop you back off at Bay St. Louis. But if we wanted to go dead north, I'd have to get as high as I can, which would probably be right about to northeast or northwest, and that would mean I'd have to go as close as, so I may not make my destination, but I could basically structure my route by a series of angles.
Okay.
And that gets into our turns. We'll talk turns in a minute.
Look, I'm on 101, okay. I'm coming for the third job.
Same as the others?
Same as it ever was. Oh, this is easy.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay, this is the easy one. See, it was hard, medium, light. Tell me when, Clayton.
We're almost there.
Almost there. Okay. All right, it's getting a little harder. Ready? Keep going. Okay. Okay, I'm going. All right, y'all, we're gonna take a break because I need a break. But after the break, we're gonna go to the next part. What's next after this?
Sailing.
Turn the engine off and enjoy it.
And okay, so after this, we're gonna turn the engine off and enjoy it. Stay with us. Okay. How does a sailboat work?
Never been on one. Couldn't tell you.
With wind. I've never sailed before, but I know the wind guides you, right?
Well, you get on it, you drive out, you pull up the sails, and the wind blows, and you go off into the sunset.
It's your day here at Vincent Salon. Whether you come in for a cut and color or a manicure and massage, we want you to feel relaxed. We are trendy, light, friendly, and downtown. Our clients become our friends. Come as you are, leave as a star. Vincent Salon, Highway 49, downtown Gulfport.
All right, y'all, welcome back. We are over here on the Biloxi Schooner in Biloxi, Mississippi. We have Captain Pete at the helm. Is that what you call it, the helm?
The helm.
The helm, and this is Clayton. Clayton, what's your last name?
Stoddard.
Stoddard. That sounds so yacht-y. Stoddard. He is 18, looks like he's 32, and he's been yachting, sailing, I'm assuming his whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on with this, and how does this work? He's going to teach us everything we don't know.
So the wind is pushing the sail that direction. And what I'm going to do is I'm holding it right now, but I'm going to tie it down. And when you tie it down, it creates like a force. And the top of the boat should be wanting to move that way, but the bottom, we've got a little keel that's holding it straight. So that force, you'll see we're turning over a little bit, and it's like a friction that makes us go forward.
Okay, so but you're not gonna hold that. You're gonna tie it down.
I'll tie it down right here. Won't move, and we'll just keep sailing.
Ooh, what kind of knot is that?
This is just a cleat hitch.
A clean hitch.
A cleat hitch.
A cleat hitch.
Yeah, it was pretty simple. That's called a cleat, and you just hitch it around there.
Okay, how do I do it? I want to do a cleat hitch.
You want to tie one?
Yeah, I want to do a cleat hitch.
So I'm going to do it real quick, and then I'll let you do it.
Okay,
so you put a little wrap around it.
Wrap it.
You go that way.
Make it an 8.
Then you go that way.
8.
I'm going to do it one more time.
One more 8.
And then you'll create a loop right there.
Oh, that's the hitch.
And then see how it's like parallel?
Oh.
That's when you know you did it right.
8, 8, 8, loop hitch. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do this, y'all.
All right.
I feel so nautical already. I mean, don't you like my outfit?
I do.
Cool.
I'd wear that sailing any day.
Can I see your glasses?
Yeah.
He said he would wear this sailing any day. How do I look? All right, cleat hitch. All right. So
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, one more.
8, and then loop.
A little loop.
A little loop, like this.
And then twist it that way.
And then
You're perfect.
cleat hitch, baby.
You've never done this before.
Woo, never.
Never.
Boom. Here, you can have your glasses back.
All right.
Whew. So this is it. We're done. We're just sailing.
We are sailing now.
I'm sailing. I did it. I did it.
Well,
it's that easy. Oh, well, I haven't
You
steered.
haven't finished yet because you have to take the helm.
Oh, okay.
There
All
you go.
right. Okay. And then what do I do now?
Well, she turns just like a car, almost.
Now, why is it like this and not like this?
Well, I'll show you. In here, I've called what's called a worm gear.
Okay.
This is attached to my rudder post. So under it, we're going back to our airplane. Airplane, when they have these air brakes, right? It comes up and it stops the air and it blocks it from coming over that wing, and it allows that aircraft to turn. Well, we're doing the same thing here, just again, sideways, plopped in the water. If you turn the wheel this way slightly, go ahead. it's turning my rudder, which is then creating like an air brake under the boat.
Yes.
And that's gonna create uneven force there, and that boat's gonna turn.
Oh, so, okay, so that has nothing to do with these sails. That's the rudder underneath.
That's the rudder underneath.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I think I'm
so
getting
it's
it,
just
okay.
acting like an air brake for us.
Okay, but why in the world is this not turned this way?
Well,
why am I turning this way?
Because my rudder post is right about here.
Okay,
so I need my gear here, or else
so
the wheel will
then,
be all the way back here.
So then you're always like this. Oh, okay.
Which is comfy.
This is very comfy.
It's easy to
this
get
is
used
like
to.
the side steer.
That's it.
This is a side steer.
Yeah.
How long have you been sailing?
Well, I think my favorite story from my childhood is my parents watching me as their sailboat would go up and down and bounce in the waves, and seeing the little tiny child sleeping during the heavy storm. So I've been sailing since I was very young, right after birth.
Do you ever throw up?
Never gotten seasick.
Really?
No.
You don't know what that feels like?
Well, there was that one time after. I think that was the drinks. No, never mind.
Oh, y'all, I love this dude. I think he is awesome. He's so carefree and charismatic. I have to know, what is your most like adventuresome sailing story? I mean, he was telling me he sailed to Key West, so I know you've been places.
I would just say any really bad weather situation.
That would be your adventuresome story?
Oh yes, love heavy weather, bad weather. When things look like they're gonna go south quick, that's my favorite, one of my favorite adventures.
Have you ever been in like in a hurricane on the boat?
Not in a hurricane, no, but some pretty severe weather, and it's just very interesting to be in that.
Why?
Just to kind of see your skill set and what the boat will do and what she'll handle, and how, you know, kind of go from there and see what nature's throwing at you and see if you can handle it.
Where is like your ideal like bucket list destination you want to go to on a boat?
There's several uninhabited islands in the Bahamas I would love to spend several weeks at. Maybe months, maybe a year, I don't know.
And I can see your beard getting longer and longer.
It is already out of control now. Okay, so yes.
It would get longer.
It would be, yeah, me and Wilson would be hanging out. But would at least have the boat.
You read my mind. That's what I was thinking. That's totally what I was thinking.
Yes.
You know what else I was thinking?
What's that?
Far across the distance,
Here we are.
in spaces between us. Here, you need this. You have come to show that you go on.
Is this what he does before he gets in the ice water, or after?
Far across. How many times have you done that?
Several.
Now tell me, how long does it really take for somebody to learn how to sail? I mean, I feel like I learned, but I just know this much.
Well, that just means you're gonna have to come back, because it really will only take you about a week to really get the basic fundamentals down. And then after that, it's when you get into the more advanced stuff, which is really navigation, finding that way to tune the sailboat to do exactly what you want her to do, and pick up some extra speed and get the boat rolling.
So come back, okay?
So
and how can somebody, a viewer, find you and get on this schooner?
Well, you can visit our website, maritimemuseum.org. You can give us a call. You can come visit us right there at the Biloxi Maritime Museum at Point Cadet. You can come down to the Biloxi Schooner Pier Complex and come see the boats. We do walk-ons all the time. We've got a lot of great activities that are starting to spin up. We want to get some Horn Island camping trips going, where you sail out to Horn Island and go camping on the island. We do so much right now, including fireworks shows. We got the Ocean Springs fireworks show coming up, 4th of July in Biloxi. We're doing so much stuff. We really want to get the word out.
And are you gonna wear that hat?
I'm taking that. I'm keeping that.
So should I learn how to sail like full time? Only if it's in your blood, honestly, because it's a commitment.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more MS Congeniality.
Let's talk about something that women don't want to talk about, and that is incontinence. We at the Women's Clinic have a simple procedure that we can do to take care of that. We use the Photona laser. It's a simple procedure. You have tightening, you have enhanced lubrication. Sex isn't painful anymore, and you don't have that leakage that you deal with on a daily basis. Come see us at the Women's Clinic in Gulfport. We're right by Gulfport Memorial Hospital.
All right, y'all, guess where we are now? We are at the O'Keeffe Museum of Art here in Biloxi, Mississippi, about to get dirty. We're gonna be making some of those popular vases called face jugs. And you're also gonna learn how you can get started doing some clay work yourself. Let's go check it out. Charlie,
Jaimee,
how are you?
Great to see you.
Nice to see you too. You like my dress?
I love it. Very billowy.
What are we doing today exactly?
We're gonna be making face jugs today. So it's...
I can't stop smiling when you say that.
Me neither. It's really exciting. So I don't know why you like it so much, but we're going to basically take some jugs that I already made on the wheel, and we're going to put some heads on them, some faces. And so it's a very old traditional type of pottery, especially in America, a folk pottery kind of thing that's been around for a long time. So what's nice about it for beginners is that you can really make it as ugly as you want.
Perfect.
So yeah, if you feel like it doesn't look so good, that's a good thing. Just
really?
Make it uglier. Yeah, exactly. So it's great for people who haven't done a lot of clay before. All right, let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
Get those gloves
I'm so
on.
excited. Look at these. You've already done this?
So those are ones I've done for demos before in the past.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, and you see those are a lot smaller. We're gonna make some big ones today.
I got a big old jug.
More is more. And usually this opening would be a little smaller, but I want you to be able to get your hand in there because we're gonna be pushing in and pushing out and everything. So
this is awesome.
A little more control over it.
Wow. Okay, how do I get started putting a face on it?
So usually what I like to do to get started is I just take any of these tools here.
Okay,
and
just pick a tool.
I just kind of draw a face on there. So I usually kind of like to block it out a little bit, and like this is where the eyes are gonna be, a little bit lower. I'm gonna put the nose there, and the mouth is gonna be around here. See how it already looks like a face right now? They're roughly equal distance apart.
Eyes, nose,
right?
Mouth.
Already looks like a face.
Boom!
Looks great.
I'm an artist.
You are. So what you want to do, everybody's an artist.
You think that?
Yeah, absolutely. You just, not everybody's practiced as much, you know? So you just got practice. So what you're going to do is take your thumbs on that eye line and then just push in. But yeah, look at that. Already beautiful. It looks a little sad at the moment. That's okay.
I want a happy jug.
Well, that's all right, because when we put the lips on and everything, it'll get a little happier.
It's going to have big lips.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking we were going to add to it, but we're forming the face in it.
We're just blocking it out. We're about to, all this clay, there's some right there for you too, that we're going to be adding eyes and the nose and the lips and all that stuff. So we are adding.
This is like Mr. Potato Head.
It is. It's a lot like that. So this is called slip, and it's the same clay we're using, except it's had water added to it, so it's a little more liquid, basically. And it works as sort of like a glue. So anywhere where we're going to attach something, we're going to go ahead and attach some eyes on here. I'm going to scratch it up with the toothbrush, and I'm doing it with the slip so that it'll want to stick together. Now, usually if you were making somebody, you'd be like, I want the eyes to be the same size, right? You can make them the same size, but if they're different sizes, that's okay too, because it doesn't have to be symmetrical or anything. You don't have to be
part of the ugly part.
Yeah, you don't have to be a slave to symmetry.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna squish that eyeball up in there. And you see how I'm kind of keeping the middle round, but pressing around it with my thumb.
I have a feeling I'm going to have the ugliest jug.
You're going to have a lot of texture on yours from those gloves.
It looks old. I have an old jug.
Yeah. This one's been in the ground for a while.
Now, do you find that people tend to do something that looks like themselves?
Not at first, no. I haven't seen that too much. I definitely wouldn't want to tell them that most of the time when they start doing it. They don't want to resemble what they're making at first.
And I guess when you first start, you don't even really know what you're doing, so you're just doing it, and it is what it is.
Yeah,
you're not trying to build something in particular.
Yeah, you might not have a vision exactly. It just kind of comes. But that's a nice part of it too. So where this seam is between the eye and the head, I'm just going to use the other side of the tool to kind of smear it.
These are nifty little tools.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tools. I don't know what it's called either. It's just that tool I use for the eyes.
And you do it all the way around?
Yeah, I just get rid of that seam all the way around, and suddenly it's part.
Yeah, it's like part of the face.
It's part of the head, yeah.
Oh, I wanted mine to be pretty. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go with ugly now.
Yeah, give up on that now. You'll have more fun if you don't make it pretty.
Okay, good. I like that. I feel like that's an analogy for life. If you just give up, sometimes you'll love what you make and not have to worry about it being perfect.
Definitely. Beauty comes from the inside, so just fill it full of liquor.
Charlie, you're hilarious. Okay, Philip, if you could be anything in the world, what would you be?
I'd be myself. I'm happy like I am.
I would probably just be like a dog where you could sleep when you wanted, you'd have people taking care of you, you can go outside when you want to, you don't have to worry about anybody else.
Someone's husband. I want married more than anything. I mean, that would be like winning the Powerball for me.
So grab a piece of clay. It can be as big as you want, or just...
No, this is going to have a little nose and big lips.
Okay, little nose then. So you don't need a lot. I'm going to give mine a big nose because I have a big nose. I want it to look like me. So
yours looks really good.
Oh, thanks. He's looking at you. Huh? All right. So for the nose, I usually like to make sort of a carrot shape. So you see how I've kind of rolled my hands a little bit to make it. I don't want it to get too thin though. I want it to stay sort of thick. And then I'm going to flatten one side on the table, sort of like that. And then the top's a little pointy. So it's already sort of a...
That looks weird.
Yeah, it looks very strange right now.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to make the back side flat where it interacts with because it's going to be sticking onto it like that. I want to make sure I'm going to slip and score.
Like this? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you got to do it. If you want it to stick, you got to do it.
You got to slip it.
You don't have to, but you know, it's much more likely that it will all stay attached if you slip and score every time you make an attachment. All right, so I know you're excited about the lips, so that's what we need to do next.
I want big lips.
Okay, so making the lips is pretty simple. You basically just need to make 2 fat coils. So
2 fat
coils. So, and they kind of taper at the ends. So you see how it's widest in the middle and then it comes out to the edges. And this doesn't have to look perfect. Say, it goes right there.
This is like a person is coming to life.
It really is.
We're like God. We're creating people.
I didn't know you were going to get metaphysical. I usually don't say that to the kids who come for the tours.
Oh, you
All right, kids, time to play God. Everybody get your face jug. I don't know if this is a man or a woman yet, but they're not happy. A little upset.
I think it's a man. That's a really big nose.
Yeah, but you never know what they are really until you're done.
Really?
Yeah. It might not be anything.
I'm thinking I'm making a woman, but again, I think I'm like trying to make myself in some weird way.
Well, you don't want to commit too early because later on you might be like, oh, this doesn't look like a woman anymore. Yeah.
There's like no right or wrong way to do this,
Not
is there?
really. I mean, not unless you ask somebody else, their opinion. As long as you're happy with it.
Yeah. It's like
everybody's a critic.
Now, are we anywhere close to having a finished product? Anywhere close?
Yeah, we're pretty close. I mean, we could be at a stopping point, really all we have to do now is put in the pupils for the eyes and then give it some eyebrows, and we could stop there if you wanted to. But there's all sorts of stuff you could add to it. You could give it ears, horns, a beard, a mustache.
A unicorn.
Oh, you can make it a unicorn person.
I'm going to have a unicorn person.
You should.
Okay.
Anytime you get excited, that's what you should do,
Really?
I think so, yeah. If you get excited about making a unicorn, you should do it. It's the excitement that keeps you working,
We could just do a whole entire show.
It's therapy, isn't it?
I love this.
You can work out your problems on one of these for sure. They're a mess.
This is awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shockingly beautiful. I love it. And I'm not being sarcastic either. I'm really impressed. I really like it a lot.
I do too.
I really think you should keep doing it.
Oh, like keep doing this? Maybe this is my new hobby.
Yeah, you should. I'm sure you have tons of time for all
Yeah. I'll just put like face jugs all over my house. Okay, so I think we're getting close to something. What else do we need?
Let's see. Well, if it's a pirate, it could have a mustache or like a little beard. Give it one a little, you know.
A little goatee.
A little goatee.
Ooh, let's do a
thing.
goatee. This is so fun. I thought I was making a girl, and now I totally went pirate. This is fun.
Oh,
this is like the so anti-A-type personality project because it doesn't have to be anything. It could be whatever it is, and that's perfectly fine.
That's right.
I totally have a non-unicorn pirate. I've got like George Orr right here.
And you didn't even, it just came out. You didn't even mean to make George Orr, and it just appeared.
I was gonna make a woman, and now it's George Orr. Thank you so much for being on my show.
You're welcome.
How was it for you?
It was great. I loved it.
Yeah? You saying that truly, or?
Yes.
I love Charlie,
Absolutely.
you guys. Look, if you want to do this yourself, come over here to the O'Keefe Museum. As for Charlie, check out the classes. You will not be disappointed. I love this. This is awesome.
A lot of fun.
It's a crazy thing. People say it's in your blood. Well, it's in my blood. That water is in my blood. And it's hard to get away from it. You get away from the Gulf for too long, I start feeling suffocated. I'm like, I need water, you know, because if you could just take a moment and come down there and just smell that water and smell that breeze, and you get used to that, it's like you can't take that from you. And that's why when you answer the question about the Gulf, my whole life has been revolved around the Gulf. Everything, daily activity is the Gulf. Fish, shrimp, the birds, we just have so much fun with the water.
Look like $1 million without spending it. Here at Back on the Rack, we sell only the brands that you trust. Jade, Carly, Chanel, Dolce & Gabbana, Tibby, Kate Spade, Louis Vuitton, and more. Back on the Rack, upscale resale. We buy and sell across the U.S., and you can shop right on Facebook. It's luxury consignment for the stylish woman.
Oh my goodness, y'all. What a wonderful episode we've had here in Biloxi. We have these beautiful, what are they called, face jugs that we made, and we learned how to sail. I'm gonna tell you what, this has been a fun episode, and I just love the beautiful Gulf of Mexico, y'all. We only have one Earth, let's take care of it. Remember to love yourself, be yourself, and let's make this world a more beautiful place. Until next time, I am MS Congeniality.